Peace everyone, welcome to the second part of basic stairs in 3D Max. So as we explained in the previous lecture, we explained only the first type, which is the straight stair, and we explained how to make it box, open or closed. So now we have the other types, which is U-shape, L-shape and also the spiral stair, and how we can make the handrail for it. So let's start with 3D Max. As we're saying every time at the beginning, the first thing we have to do is the units. So we go to customize unit setup, system unit setup here. Then we have to choose our unit. So always I prefer to work with meters. Okay, then okay again. Now as we're saying every time, Alt and W to show only perspective after selecting it, or top view, front, whatever. So let's work with perspective mode. We will go here, create geometry, then from here standard parameters we will choose stairs, the one before the last one or the last one if you don't have Vray. So stair, in the previous lecture we explained the straight stair, the first one. If you didn't watch the series, you could go back to the channel and watch it again. So now we'll work with the L type stair, how we can make it and what's the parameters for it. So let's click over it. To make it, it's only 3 clicks. So the first click, go straight, then the second click. Now it looks something awful, or I don't know what. So let's change the parameters or parametics of it to make it looks a real stair. So we'll select the stair at the beginning, select it, then go to modify here. Here we have the parameters of the stair. So here it tells us the width of the stair. So we'll choose 1 meter. 1, because I'm working with meters. So 1, it means 1 meter. Now here the angle, we'll explain this later because now it's not clear. So we'll go to the offset. It's 26 meter. Oh, it's too much. So we have to make it 1 meter or something. It's related to our design, by the way. And I will tell you later what's the offset. I just want to make it looks nice, then we will explain it. So now the length one, which is the bottom one. So the length one will increase it. Let's say we have 3 meters for it. And the length two, which is this one, the upper one. So we'll increase it also. By the way, if I have the height for the wall 3 meters, so I have to arrange it. For example, now I have this 1.5, sorry, and this one 1.5 also, or 3.2 maybe, so 1.2. So it depends. Now we'll go here to the other part, which is the overall. So what does it mean? It means the height of the stair, the all height, not only the first part, the second part, or the offset. So all the height. So as we said, it's 3 meters. So I'll made it 3 meters. As you can see now, we get a stair. So let's go to the offset. This is my offset. As you can see here, it's now when I gave it to 1 meter before, now I have with this 1 meter because it's landing, so it must be here. In the standards of time saver or new first, we have to, after 10 steps, it's preferred to put 1 meter at least, because they will get tired after walking over the stair. So this 1 meter, no need. So I prefer to make it 0. Now let's go to the second part, which is the main parameters for the stair. So the parameters of it, as we said, now this razor HT, it means the height for each razor. This one, it has height, and all of them the same. So I'll make it 0.2. It means 20 cm. And this also already becomes 0.2. Now here overall 2.4. So I'll make it 3. Now it becomes 0.25. So what's the solution for it? So I'll click over here. When I click over here on this bottom, I will close up this overall, so it won't change again. So I'll make this one 0.2. As you can see, I got increased for the steps. They are increased. Now, how many steps I have? 15. When I made them 16, this number, 3 meters, will be 3.2. So let's check 16. Either it became 3.2, but because of I close it, this one, it became 0.18. So let's make it 15 because I close it. So I have now just like standard stair. Also, I have some parameters for it. So this one, this called carriage. So if I want to hide it or show it, so just select here. If I hide it, this carriage will gone. If I show it, this carriage will go, will appear again. So, and also if we go down here, we will see something or a bar it calls carriage. So when we click over it, it will tell us the depth and the width for the carriage. So the depth, it means the depth, as you can see now when I increase it or decrease it, and also the width. So the width, as you can see, either I make something like this, or by the way, I prefer to hide it because it's not nice. So I will hide it from here, and it's depend upon your design. Now let's go to the steps here. So the thickness. So as you can see here, now the height of it is 0.2. Okay, but there is a thickness for it. So I could decrease it or increase it to make it look more beautiful. So I will increase the thickness now. As you can see, in the modern design, the wooden stair, they make it like this. So now I have a modern stair. So now I got my stair. Let's go now to the handrail or rail. So when we select those two, the first one and the second one, now I get those two lines, as you can notice, the red line and the yellow one. So let's hide them. Now I'll select them again. Now as you can see, I get red line and the blue one, light in blue. So let's go to the last thing, which is the railing. So the offset, as you can see here, keep it as it is. The offset, so it's 5 centimeter. It takes 5 centimeter from here and 5 centimeter from here. So it's the base solution, and also it's depend upon the design of your railing. So maybe you want to make the thickness 10 centimeter, so you have to make the offset 10, 0.1, not 0.05. So 0.05, let's make it exactly. Now the height of it, we have to make it 0 to go exactly on the stair. So I get just something like a line for the railing. Now I will go back here to the create. I will go to this part. I'll select something from here called AEC. This one, AEC extend. As you can see here, we have a button called railing. So when I click over it, it will tell me pick railing path. So I'll pick my path, this one. Now it looks very, very, very big or huge. So how we can change it to make it look beautiful? So we'll select it. We will go to the parametrics. So I select the railing, not the stair, the railing. I will go to the modify, and I have parameters for it. So the first thing, the depth. So the depth, it's too much to make it 4 meter, as you can see now, because we work with meters, so it's 4. I'll made it just like something 0.05, because we said the offset 0.05, and here the width also 0.05. The height, so now I have the height for it. So the height always we make 0.9, it means 9 centimeter. Now I have something called the lower rail. So let's just change it to 0.05, and also this one 0.05. and telling me, do you want the profile for it square or rounded? So I'll choose rounded. Now it looks more nice with rounded, as you can see here. This one rounded, this one the rail, the lower rail, or the okay. Now we'll go to the top rail. As we said, 0.5 we made it, and it's asked me, do you want it square or round? So I'll choose round. Look, just focus up on here and look what's gonna change. Now it became rounded. Now let's go to the post. The depth 0.05, the width also 0.05 because 2 meter too much, and I'll choose rounded because if I choose my style rounded, so I have to choose all of them rounded to make it looks more nicer. Now I'll go to something called picket, which is I'll choose rounded also, which is those, and I'll make them the depth 0.05, the width also 0.05, and as you can see here, now I have a problem. As you can see here now, it doesn't have a segments, so I need more segments to make it on the stair, looks with the stair. So I'll go up, as you can see here. The first one, which is something called segments, I'll increase them. So I'll make them something like 40. Now it's perfect. Now I'll delete this line because I don't need it actually, and also this line. I'll just copy. I'll go to top view, then I'll copy my railing. But now when I copy it, it won't show because it's big. So I have to make it again. Now I don't need to make it. I just want to explain how I did it. Now I'll take it down a little bit. So I'll zoom in. Then from Z axis, I'll go down. Now that's it. Now let's go to something called, I have lower rail and the upper one also. So lower rail and the post, and also the fencing. So let's work with the parameters of the lower. So I will click here, lower rail spacing. So it tell me how many lowers you want. So I want 3. As you can see now, it becomes 3. This one, 1, 2, 3. So the first one not counted because this is the main one. I will close or cancel. Sorry, not cancel. I have to close it. This number I'll make it 3. Close. Now also I have something called posts. Also now there are 2. So how can I make? Let's make them 3. As you can see now I have 3. Close. Let's change the color of it because it's not nice. I'll make it white. And also I have something called fencing. So we will increase the number. Let's make them 4, something like 4. But it's not nice, so I'll make them 1 only. That's it. I made now a stair and the railing for the stair. So just I will take it down a little bit. Let's go to the left view. We'll hit F3 to show the wireframe mode or the outline. So now that's it. As you can see now, F3 again to show the shaded mode. Now perfect. As you can see here, also I have a problem here, so I have to decrease it a little bit. F3 again. So now as you can see, let's go back to the shaded mode. As you can see, I get my stair. I'll change the color of it. I'll make it just something like this. Now I get my first stair. The second type, which is U-shaped stair. So let's go to modify. I'll choose stair from here. Now U-type stair. So how can I make it? When I click here, one click, the other click, then that's it. So the parameters of it the same like the L shape. So we'll do it quickly. So now let's make it the offset. As we said 0, we don't need the offset. And this overall the thickness. Where is the width? This one, the width, I'll made it 1 meter. The length number 1, so this one, I'll made it 1.5. Length number 2, 1.5 also. The offset, I did 0, so this is why the landing is too long like this, because I have 1 meter the width here and also the 1 meter the width here. So when we go to the top view, we must get this landing. So, and also we talk about the carriage. We will hide it now. For now, we will change the color. And now we will work with the steps. So the thickness for the steps, I'll made it 0.1. And here I have this one, I'll made it 0.2. 0.2, and that's it. And as we said before, we go to the top, we will select left and right for the railing, and then we take them down as we said by going to the railing. Then the offset will make it 0.5. This is for the thickness of the design, and also the height will make it 0 to make it up on the stair exactly. And that's it. Now let's go to the third type of stairs, which is the spiral stair. So how we can make it? Clicking on the spiral stair. Now one click, hit, then go up. This is my stair. It has a parameters a little bit more different from other parameters because it has radius now. So the radius for the stair, either I make it, let's say 1 meter. The revs, which is mean how many times it rounded around the stair. So I'll keep it as it is, 0.75. It means half. If I make it 1, so let's go to top view to understand it more. If I make this 0.75, if I make it 1, so it means 1 circle. 2 times. So I'll made it 0.75, just something like this. Now let's go to the width. I'll made it 1 meter for the stair. So now I need to increase this number. So I'll made it just something like this. Let's keep it 1. 0.75. Now I have something here called overall. So I'll make it 3 meters. Now I'll close it by clicking here. I'll make this one 0.2. So as you can see here now, I got my stair. So I'll increase the revs, which means the circles. I could make it like this. So I'll make it just 1, like 1. Now I got my stairs. And the same parameters for the other. I mean, for the railing, you could rail path, show this one and this one also. And go to the rail to make the offset 0.5 and the height 0 by hitting right click here. It will become 0. And the same parameters. So guys, I wish you got interesting with this tutorial, and for the second part we will start working with other things in 3D Max. If you like my video, please subscribe to my channel to support me, and thank you very much. Bye bye.